Hi, I'm Alex from Rubadub, and this is the MakeNoise No Coast, or O Coast, or Zero Coast. It's a programmable desktop synthesizer. It's patchable, although it is internally rooted. It has almost everything you could want from a unit this size, and that's one of the best things about it. Look how small it is. It's inspired by both coasts of synthesis, East Coast and West Coast, and it offers something that I don't think any other desktop synth offers at this moment in time. So it's got a MIDI input, and that gives you a CV and gate output you can patch into the synth, or it will just patch through on its own. You've got this clock and random section with an attenuator and mixer. You've got the oscillator section with waveform outputs, volt per octave input, linear FM input. You've got the wave multiplier or wave folder, this overtone, all of it's CV controllable as well. The slope section, which kind of works a bit like an LFO, or it can work like a second envelope. And you can control that using external CVs. And then this is the contour, which is basically your envelope section, which is onset, so attack, sustain, and a decay control. And the envelope could be either logarithmic or exponential. Lastly, you've got this balance control, which takes you between the fundamental and the overtone section here, and then the dynamics, which is kind of like your volume output, except you can overdrive this, and that will give you this kind of snarling, more aggressive character to the sound. Okay, what's in the box? Here's the box. Cables. Well, I mean, how many times have you bought a synth and you think, oh great, I've got my synth and now I want to play, oh, and I can't play with it because I don't have the cables. You get cables. That's nice. That's a really nice touch. You get a mini jack to 1/4 inch cable, so you can connect it to a mixer or your audio interface and immediately start recording or playing with it. You also get patch cables, because the first thing you're going to want to do with this is patch it to itself and see what it does. You also get the MIDI breakout, which is really important. A little mini jack here expands to 5-pin DIN MIDI connections that will allow you to connect traditional MIDI hardware to this unit. You get a power supply. And you get some paper with words and pictures. They're pretty good. Oh no, hey! The pictures tell you how to patch your synth. There's a drone. Yeah. Make your own patch diagrams. So let's see what it does. The O-Coast on its own is fun, but it's much more fun when you hook it up to something else. And this is a Korg Xq1, which is an affordable sequencer that Korg make that allows me to easily synchronize the O-Coast to my DAW. It also allows me to synchronize it to devices like drum machines and the like. So let's see what it does. Yeah. And here I'm using CV and gate, but I could just use a MIDI connection if I wanted. And you don't need to stop at just patching the SQ1 to the MakeNoise outpost. You can then cross patch it, and you can be using the gate out, and I could, using these nice little stackables, I can use that to One thing I noticed when I looked at the synth was that it has no filter. All of the timbre shaping that can be done with this is done without a filter. The wave shaper and then this control between the fundamental and the overtone allow you to sculpt the sound in a similar way to the way you would sculpt the sound using a filter. But it's just a fresh approach. It's a new approach to synthesis. The no coast, or the O coast, or zero coast, it doesn't need to sound like just crazy noise. You can get it sounding really sweet. It's as restrained as it is capable of being really abrasive or harsh. Just listen to that wavefolder. And this cycle control is perfect for using the linear FM input. Yeah. The MakeNoise O coast, or no coast, or zero coast is incredible, and you can pre-order it from us at rubadub.co.uk at the link you'll see in just a second. Or if you're watching it in the future, you can just buy one from us, either on the website or come and see us at 35 Howard Street. So yeah, I'm gonna take this one home now, and yeah, I'll see you later.